My queen, listen closely, because what I'm about to say will shake you. I found 7 signs that prove you're not just important to me, you're the only one for me. And once you hear them, you'll never see us the same way again. The first sign is how my word goes silent when you're near. Even in the middle of noise, even when everything feels heavy, your presence turns the chaos into calm. It's not just comfort, it's the kind of peace I've never known anywhere else. That silence tells me one truth. You're not just someone I love, you're home. The second sign is how my heart reacts when you're in pain. My queen, when you hurt, it doesn't feel like your pain alone. It feels like mine too. I notice the way your voice shifts when you're holding back tears, the way your smile hides what you don't want me to see, and instantly, without thinking, I just want to carry it for you. That bond is not normal, it's deeper than love. The third sign is how time bends when you're with me. Minutes feel like seconds and hours vanish before I realize they're gone. But when you're away, every single moment drags like it's testing me. This isn't just attraction, it's a pull so strong that even time itself can't ignore it. And here comes the fourth sign. I can't picture a future without you. My queen, no matter how hard I try, every dream I create has you in it. From the small things like morning coffee, to the big things like where I'll stand years from now. You are always there. It's not something I control, it's something my soul insists on. The fifth sign is how you make me want to be better. Not because you ask me, not because you demand it, but because when I look at you, I feel like I should rise higher. You push me without saying a word. You inspire me to be stronger, softer, braver, just so I can be worthy of the love I feel when I look at you. The sixth sign will surprise you. It's how nothing feels complete without you. Even victories, even happy moments, they all feel unfinished if you're not there to share them. My queen, it's not the success itself that matters. It's your smile when I tell you about it. That's when it feels real. That's when it feels alive. And the seventh sign, the most powerful one, is how no one else even comes close. No matter how the world tempts me, no matter who passes through my life, it's never you. My heart refuses to settle for anyone else. It's not a choice. It's something written deep inside me. So when I tell you I found these 7 signs, I'm not just listing reasons. I'm telling you that my soul has already decided. You're not just someone I want. You're the only one my heart has been searching for all this time. My queen, now you understand why nothing could ever replace you. These signs aren't random. They are proof that everything in me belongs to you. My queen, now I'll unfold each sign so you feel it, not as words on a page, but as moments that live and breathe between us. Sign 1. The quiet that wraps us. Remember the time the storm knocked out the lights and we sat by the window with only the city breathing. The world roared, but when you leaned in, everything else shrank. I could hear the slow rhythm of your breath, and I knew, without thinking, that I would follow that sound anywhere. That silence is proof. When the noise of life fades, your presence stays loud in my heart. It's the tiny calm before we speak that tells the truth. In that pause, I learn more about you than in 1,000 conversations. That calm is a language between us, and only you can speak it to me. Sign 2. Your pain becomes my task. I remember the day you came home quieter than usual, shoulders tight like someone carrying a heavy bag. I didn't ask the whole story. I sat, made tea, and put my coat over your knees. The look you gave me then, that soft, surprised look, it told me I had been granted permission to hold part of your weight. That is the sign that I am meant to protect you, not to fix you, but to carry alongside you. And in that carrying, I find my own courage. Your hurt makes me kind in ways I didn't know I had. Sign 3, time changes its rules. Think of a single afternoon when we walked without plan. The sun dipped, we missed the bus, and we laughed at small things until the sky was dark. The moments felt rich, like whole years folded into an hour. Then later, when you were gone, a minute stretched like a road without end. That stretch told me, you are the person who makes my world feel full and empty when absent. Time keeps proving it. Each return from time apart becomes a little victory, proof that my heart belongs to only one place. Sign 4. The future always has your face. I built a small shelf in my head for dreams. On that shelf, I placed plans. A small house with a window, a quiet morning, a laughter-filled kitchen. Every plan, without fail, had you in it. It's not that I imagine you for every scene, it's that I cannot imagine the scene without you. That depth tells me the arrow in my chest points only toward you. And when decisions come, your name is the first one I speak to myself. That is how I know this isn't fleeting. It is a life draft I keep rewriting to include you. Sign 5. You make me better by simply being there. I used to be careless with words, quick to anger, slow to listen. Then you arrived like a mirror that softened my edges. Your patience taught me patience. Your small praises taught me to try harder. I don't change because someone asks. I change because you inspire me with who you are. The change is quiet but steady. People notice me differently, and I trace that change back to you every time. Sign 6. Nothing is whole without your hand in it. I remember tasting dessert without you once. It was sweet, but missing a flavor. I only get when you smile at me across a table. A victory felt hollow, the day I won alone at work. The joy that completes me is the one you share. That's proof. Your presence finishes the picture in a way no one else can. Even small routines become sacred when you are part of them. A morning coffee, a lazy walk, these ordinary things turn holy with you. Sign 7. No one else even reaches my mind the way you do. I can meet other people, feel small sparks of friendship, but my heart never wanders. When you laugh, my mind skips other faces. When you hurt, the world narrows to your breath. That refusal to be taken by anyone else is the deepest sign. Not forced, but natural, like a river that always finds the same sea. And that river teaches me loyalty that feels like home. I don't chase, I remain. Now let me show you how these signs play out in the real messy moments of life. The morning your mother fell ill and you stepped into worry like a brave person, I saw strength I had never seen before. I folded your coat without asking, because I knew you'd forget. You rounded a corner in your mind, and I followed without complaint. That day the signs were not poetic, they were practical. They were hands that held other hands until the storm passed. The smallest practical acts reveal the biggest truths. Carrying groceries, holding umbrellas, keeping silence when you needed space. These are demonstrations of love as much as words. Then the night you told me you were afraid, not of me, but of losing yourself in us. I listened. I promised nothing I could not keep, but I promised to be careful with you. You gave me a tiny permission to stay, and I treated that permission like the rarest treasure. That moment proved to me that love is not just devotion, it's respect, and respect is the root of why you are the only one for me. Respect turns love into a shelter, not a chain. My queen, the signs are alive every day. But there's one more layer that haunts me. It's the way I dream small things into being. A call you always need, at the end of a long day. the exact soup that makes you laugh, the song that makes you cry in a good way. I memorize these small truths, not to prove myself, but to build a life where you feel seen before you ask to be. Building that life takes patience. It takes listening to the quiet, choosing the slow moves, and returning again after mistakes. And right now, as I speak these words, I'm making another sign. A choice to be better in a way that lasts. I am telling you, I see you, I choose you, and I will keep choosing you every day, even when it's hard. But there is something I haven't told you yet. Something raw and honest that sits behind these signs, a fear that the world might try to change them, to test them, to break them with small cruelties. I need you to hear that fear because it's part of the truth I hold for us. My queen, the hidden fear I carry isn't about losing you to someone else. It's quieter and colder than that. I fear the little things that happen over time. The small slips, the tiny lies, the moments we stop trying. Those are the things that erode the 7 signs brick by brick. That slow fade scares me more than any single storm. Here's the first test. Distance that comes without reason. Not a planned trip, but a steady stretching of hours into days, until messages grow thin and calls become shorter. It looks innocent at first, busy work, a late night, a phone that won't stop. But when the gaps add up, the silence starts to ask questions that answers cannot fill. When distance arrives in small pieces, it feels like nothing to fix. But the damage is quiet and patient, and it finds cracks we didn't know were there. The second test is doubt seeded by others. A passing comment from a friend, a careless joke, a voice that says, maybe you're different than you think. These words are tiny, but they lodge under the skin, like a cold seed. If we let them grow, they twist the truth until love looks like a mistake.